has always patronized the movies, be it Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu or Kannada. We have got some extremely legends who have graced the silver screen in the South, and they continue to make us proud. One gentleman is sitting right next to me. First of all, I'd like to thank JIO for really changing the landscape and digitizing our landscape and the way we look at the virtual world, the digital world. We started the JIO Association with our short films, then we went on to do JIO and the Bollywood, the Mothership Awards. We did JIO. Want your continued support. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pillai, and of course, congratulations to Dhanush. And on that note, I think the crowd is waiting to hear from you, so we request Dhanush, please say a few words.
First of all, congratulations Jitesh and JIO on the new partnership. Filmfare and JIO looks really good, and I wish you all the very best, and it all looks really, really good. I keep seeing your videos with interviews with a lot of people, and you're like your funny best as always, so I wish you all the very best. And Filmfare is Filmfare, it's culture, it's tradition, and it's really nice to have an award that's so prestigious to encourage talents like us. And we always look forward every year for the Filmfare Awards. Of course, we don't win every year, but we always look forward to win something or other, because it's always been from, those especially kids from Stars family or the cinema industry. I mean, star kids or technician cinema kids, basically. They know what Filmfare is. They've seen big legends win, and Filmfare has always been really, really special. And I've been fortunate to have won 7 Filmfares, and it's really, really something that's very special and important to me. So every time there's an event, whether it be the award or press meet, like Jitesh said, if it's Filmfare, I have to be there because it is Filmfare. And of course, when Jitesh asks you of something, it's very hard to say no. So I'm very glad and honored to be here in this press meet, and I wish all the very best for this event as well. Unfortunately, I won't be there for the award function, Jitesh, but I'm abroad filming. So, but I wish you all the very, very best with the awards, and yeah, wish you all the very best. Thank you. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dhanush. So before we open the floor to questions from the press, I'm going to quickly ask Dhanush, since we are in the middle of Gadget Central. I'm not sure if you had a chance to take a look at this show, but are you a gadget person? What's your favorite gadget? We'll keep it light before we let them get to you with the tough questions.
Like most of us, I think it's my mobile phone.
Okay.
Yeah, and the PlayStation.
Alright, super. Well, thank you so much. I'm sure the audience is waiting to ask you questions, so I'm not going to keep them waiting any longer. So ladies and gentlemen, we try to do this in an orderly fashion. If you have a question, please raise your hand, introduce yourself and your publication or who you're representing, and we'll now take questions from the audience. Do we have any questions? Okay, we have our first question over here.
Hi, Dhanush, Vijay from Times Now. Jitesh spoke about, every single award that you've almost won, and probably there's a few that's left. Would it be fair to say that probably the biggest award would be being the son-in-law of the Chief Minister, future Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, considering what he's been talking in the last few weeks?
Wrong question, wrong venue. Yeah. So I really can't answer that question. I'm very sorry.
Your thoughts about what Mr. Rajni has been speaking in the past few days?
What people think is more important than what I think. Thank you.
All right.
Would appreciate if the questions are Filmfare related, please
If we can pass the microphone to the back, the gentleman in the blue shirt. Hi, good evening. Your name, please?
My name is Karthikeyan from Kaveri News. Hi, sir. Sir, in the year வந்து நீங்க டைரக்டரா ஒரு அவதாரம் எடுத்திருக்கீங்க. ஸோ ஃபிலிம் ஃபேருக்கு நீங்க தான் வந்து ஆரம்பிக்கிற மாதிரி ஒரு விஷயம் நடக்குது. ஸோ எந்த அளவுக்கு நீங்க வந்து கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டா இருக்கீங்க? டைரக்டர் தனுஷ் அந்த அவார்ட் கோஸ் டு அப்படின்ற ஒரு விஷயம்.
See, first of all, Papandi released this year, so if at all I win an award, it will be next year. And if there is a best debut director, maybe I have a chance. Otherwise, I don't see myself winning an award for the film.
Shamitabh scene ஞாபகம் வருது. Best debut hero பதிலா best actor னு வரும். So அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது நடக்கலாம்.
Never know. But it's chances are less. I know that myself.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Do we have any other questions?
We have time for 2 more questions.
What is the inspiration of
Just a second, sir. Just 1 minute, sir. Yeah. Good evening, sir. What's your name?
Yeah, Madhuli Raja from Face News.
Okay.
What is the inspiration of Power Pandi? So, if you are a debut director, but we can't see that you are new, it's a very professional. You can observing as an actor in a direction part, or you are working with any other directors as assistant?
First of all, thank you so much for your compliments. It's not just one director. I've done almost 34 films now, and all the directors I've worked with, I think with or without their knowledge, I worked as their assistant director. I learned from every director I worked with, and I'm very happy you feel that doesn't look like my first film and it looks very professional. I'm very flattered. Thank you so much. And the inspiration as such, it's something, sometimes it just, something just comes to your head and you just pursue with it. It's just a story that I wanted to say. I looked around a lot of children taking their parents for granted, use them as unpaid nannies, and you don't have to pay them, but just call them over and then, why don't you stay with us? And then they'll take care of your children, and they'll take them to school, they'll cook for them, and then you can just go do your job, get back and sleep peacefully. And it's not often these children actually look at their parents and ask, did you eat? Have you eaten? Have you taken your pills? Do you want to go out somewhere? Should I take you out for dinner? They don't do that. And I saw this very often around me, and I felt really, really bad. And I wanted to tell a story about this, not preachy, but in a very funny and emotional way. I just wanted to tell people, your parents, they have their own life, and and they don't expect much from you. Just give them the 3 minutes of attention every day and take care of them as much as possible. That's the thought behind the story, and that what I saw around me inspired me to write Power Pandi. Thanks.
It's a 50-class movie, that's why.
Thank you so much. Thanks.